My name is Anastasia. Glad you guys can join us. Today I'm going to be showing you guys this beautiful cut crease, stunning color. It just makes my eyes pop. This blue inspired cut crease that I saw, and I was just like, you know what, I'm feeling blue. I definitely love this color on me for brown eyes especially. And this is a hooded makeup tutorial, so if you guys got the hooded eyes or you know somebody else that does have the hooded eyes as well, be sure to send them my way. You know, I'm helping y'all out, you know, the hooded eye community. We're going to be the hooded eye community. And if you guys know any other great makeup artists that does do hooded eyes, like Alyssa Ashley, I love her makeup tutorials. She does it very nicely. She gives a really great lesson, so if you guys haven't heard about her, I would definitely check her out. I make a lot of videos on hair, makeup, and lifestyle videos. If that is something that you are in interest of, definitely hit the subscribe button and also the bell notification so that you won't be missing out on the things that I post, girlfriend. But yeah, without further ado, we are going to get started in this beautiful blue eye cut crease makeup tutorial. I can't talk. So I just want to say I have bragging rights. Look at those brows. I'm using the Becca Ever Matte Perfecting Primer, and now I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Sand. Next, I'm taking my Coty Airspun powder and I'm just setting that in place. And I'm using this fluffy brush here to just dust that off with no product. Next, I'm taking the Master Palette by Mario by Anastasia in the shade Isabel. And this color is kind of like a light rust color here. I'm just blending that above my crease. Just blending it out very softly and building it up slowly. As you can see, I am using a fluffy brush just to diffuse the color because we want a soft payoff. And we're moving on to our next color, which is Violetta. It's kind of like a milk chocolatey brown. And I'm using this pencil brush just because I would like a lot of precision exactly where I want the dark shade to be placed. Just because we, as Hooded Eyes community, need to create our own crease. I'm going back into that shade Isabel, and I'm just blending those colors together just to make everything flow seamlessly. I'm still going back and forth into those colors just so that I can define the crease furthermore. I'm just taking that fluffy brush with no product and just blending that. Next, I'm taking the shade Black Beauty. This is kind of like a charcoal gray, and this comes out of the It's My Raye palette. If you haven't heard of that on my channel, I don't know where you've been. That is the most essential thing I own. I love It's My Raye. So I'm just taking that shade there and making sure it stays within that triangular shape on my outer V. I never use tape, but you definitely can use the side of your palette or a credit card or whatever. That's what I use, but use tape if you like. I'm just blending those edges so we can define that outer corner. It's coming together, y'all. Look at that. I'm softly diffusing that. Very softly. Also, if you notice, I am using that same pencil brush to use just so I can get precision in the right places where they need to go. Now I'm just taking that fluffy brush that we've used previously and I'm just blending everything together. I am taking the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, same one in medium sand, to cut my crease. And I find that this angle brush helps a little bit better just because it helps with curvature. So that is one of the tools that I use. If you guys can recommend any other brushes that you guys use to cut your crease, list them down below. I would like to know. This is real time, you guys. No shortcuts on this. Never in my life did I ever think cutting a crease would be so freaking hard, man. How long does it take you guys to do a cut crease? I want to know. Put those times down below. Make sure you take your time when doing this because it is a very, very, very important part of your whole makeup look when you cut your crease. And I'm just tapping and patting the area just to dry it down and smooth the product out completely. I'm just going back over my imperfections. So I'm just tapping that outer corner just to make sure it blends out seamlessly. So here I'm taking the fluffy brush, making sure everything blends together and going back in and just defining that crease a little bit with the leftover shade that I had on there. And then putting some more of that black beauty on that outer edge. Just because we definitely want to intensify to give it that wing-like effect. I'm just going back over that concealer just a little bit and blending. Next, I'm taking my Rimmel London magnif'eyes Color Edition palette and I'm taking that blue shade there and I'm just packing it on. It's kind of like a peacock aqua blue as a reference if you're wondering. And I feel that it works so much better when your brush is wet. Can you see the difference between those applications? Look at that eye and look at the other eye. It looks more chalky on that side. So I decided to wet my brush and go back over that eye. And as you can see, it kind of looked like it kind of like kicked up a bit, but that's okay. As long as you like tap it out with your finger, it kind of blends all in together. All right, and we're going back into that shade Violetta with this flat brush. And I feel that it's really perfect to go back over that line to go deep in that crease. You know what I mean? Like, that crease just like disappeared, and in order for us to get it back, that's like definite precision. And I'm taking that black shade there and just deepening that outer V. And I'm softly going in that crease with the leftover remainings of that black in my crease. I'm just going back in that shade, just making sure we have the most possible pigment payoff possible. Still going back over in my crease shade, blending everything else together with my fluffy brush. Next, I'm taking my Riviera palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Seychelles. And the color is a like true turquoise shimmery shade, and I'm just using my finger to pat on the color. Next, I'm taking my Estee Lauder Pure Color Black pencil, and I'm using my Ruby Kisses 24-hour Define pencil in the shade Pastel Blue, and I'm using the same eyeshadow from the Rimmel palette just to go over that. And I'm taking Isabella from the first Mario palette, and I am also going underneath that shade there, just to smoke it out. Next, I'm taking my NYX matte liquid liner here to line my eye and also give it a wing. I really like how this brush is. You definitely can take your time, and I feel like you can't really make any mistakes really if you just flick it real good. Flick it. So I am currently smoking out the outer edge on the end of my eye at the lower bottom with the leftover black on my brush that we currently use from the It's My Raye palette. Now I'm using my Almay Thickening Mascara. You guys, this is the most slept on mascara I know drugstore. It is so bomb. So bomb. And I just applied my lashes by Kiss named Soar and spraying my face and setting it with some rose water, and I'm just hydrating my face a bit, and then I'm just blending it all with my beauty blender. Next, I'm taking my Nars foundation in Aruba. You guys, I have a review on that, so if you guys are interested in that foundation to see how it wears, it's one of my most favorite foundations. Luxury, like so beautiful, perfect to skin tone, and is very airy and light with amazing coverage. Now I'm taking my e.l.f. palette, cream contour palette, and I'm just using those two shades there, and I'm just placing it where I need to place it first, and then I'll go back in and blend. I'm using this teeny weeny tiny brush because nose contour to me is very essential and I want to get it right. So I am going to be taking this route. If you guys would like a more detailed video on how I contour my little button nose, just let me know. But I do it very differently, I see, than a lot of people. I just like the way it's contoured, you know. And as you guys can see, before I blended, how it kind of looks, so you can get the general idea. See, it looks like a new nose. Now I'm just highlighting with the same e.l.f. concealer that we've been using in all the places we want to highlight. Go in between those places that we have used our contour. Next, I'm setting my face with the Rose Water Mario Badisco spray, and I'm just blending it all out with my beauty blender, cutting my eye, making sure that all the places that need to be cleaned up are clean. And make sure you be careful going through that. Look how amazing that looks after that transformation. Just looking snatched, honey, you know? Just going back over my contour to make sure I didn't lose any pigmentation in the places that I would like. I'm trying to get that sun-kissed look, you know, just effortlessly sun-kissed, you know. So we need that bronzer. We need that bronzer. Now it's all round. Every time you guys see my face, I'm spraying it with the rose water spray. I'm just using my spun to press it all in, and then I'm going to bake with my Coty Airspun Settings Powder. And I'm just picking up a little bit of that product and just cutting just slightly up under my contour. Here I'm taking the shade Mocha out of the It's My Raye palette and setting all the places that I have contoured my face. This process is all going on while I am currently baking, as you can see. And now I'm just going around my face. Warming up the face. Here I'm just taking a plain fluffy brush and I'm just dusting off the excess powder and just blending everything all in. It looks very nice, you guys. I'm very impressed. Here I'm taking my Morphe 8C blush palette and I'm using the two shades Driven and Sexy because that's exactly what I am. And I'm just using those on my places where I use blush, and I use a little bit on my nose just to give it that cute little blush look, you know. I'm also taking this shade Moonlight from the It's My Raye and placing that in my inner tear duct just to give it a bit of a highlight. It is like so stunning. So stunning. Now I'm taking the highlight shade in Radiant from the It's My Raye palette. These are my most favorite highlights. BH Cosmetics in general, I love their highlights. Like, BH Cosmetics, let's do a collab. I would love to do a palette probably just with highlights. Highlights are amazing by BH Cosmetics. So if you guys ever want to give them a try, go for it. Here I'm using my pencil by Wet n Wild. This is actually an eyeliner. I use it for my lips. Believe it or not, I used it on my brows, so definitely there will be a video for that. I'm pretty sure you guys would love to see my brow tutorial. I am using the Milani lipstick shade in Matte Beauty. This particular shade reminds me of something along the lines of terracotta color family. So I'm using my LA Girl holographic lip gloss in the shade Heavenly. And I'm just setting my face with all-nighter and rose water. And there you have it, the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. For more videos, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you will not miss out on any of the videos that I post. Thank you so much for watching.